Hey everybody, this is MC, and today I want to show you guys how I kind of, make a video. So, today I'm going to give you a little tutorial on how I make an episode of The Legend of Zelda Skyward Sword. The first part here is going to be recorded with a camera, and the second part will go and, show you the technical computery bits. So, first of all, the first step is, of course, putting Skyward Sword inside my Wii U and turning it on. The HDMI, I know it's kind of hard to see, but it does run from the back of the Wii U over into this device, which is called the FrameMeister. This thing is good for retro consoles like the Super Nintendo and the N64, but it's pretty good as just a general switcher for making the Wii U work. So I turn on the FrameMeister, and I do need to put it on the right input, and alas, I do not seem to have my remote for it. So I'm going to need to turn it on to HDMI 1, hit that button, and it should change lights here in a moment. There we go. And now if we come over here to the computer, I have XSplit open to show you what my capture card is seeing. And as you guys can see, it is picking up the Wii U. So for all intents and purposes, I'm not going to go and open up Skyward Sword. That would take up too much time. But I'm going to show you guys how I kind of do the recordings. So I use a software by the name of Bandicam. Say hello to Bandicam, everybody. So how Bandicam works, and I could do screen caption for this, but I would have to record the program I use screen recording for. These are my settings. You can take a look at them if you wish, but it's not really hugely important. The big one is inside here, where I have my audio tracks saved into two different things. I have a recording for my computer sound, which is, of course, the Skyward Sword noise, which I can turn up here for a second. Maybe you can hear it. And my microphone. So my microphone and my game audio will be two separate tracks, which makes it easier for editing, which I'll show you in just a bit. And I also hide the mouse cursor. This is important. Now, how I do this is when I record Skyward Sword, let me zoom out. Up here on XSplit, I do a local recording. So when I do a local recording, that basically will record the video to file using just XSplit. And that's really good for capturing just the video. But if I want to capture the audio separate, I bring up the Bandicam selection window here, just like this, and I just select the area. Doesn't have to be too great because I'm not going to be using the video from Bandicam, but I need to use it as a reference. So then what I do is I start up my local recording like I just showed you how to do, and then on Bandicam I begin recording as well. So then I have two separate videos. I have the XSplit video, which is really good quality video, and I have Bandicam, which gives me really good audio. And I'm going to have to combine them when I start editing. So let me open up Premiere, and we'll go and give you guys a little bit more in-depth of a tutorial editing-wise. Alright everybody, now that we have our recorded footage, we're ready to get into editing. So I use Adobe Premiere Pro, Creative Cloud Edition, so it is a little subscription cost that I have to pay every month, but instead I get the whole Adobe suite of products. So we're going to start out by opening up our project file, Skyward Sword, and we have our project file, and of course it has the last episode that I released. Link don't care, Link has more important things to do. So that's all loaded up, but we're not going to need that. We're not going to need any of this. So we're going to find the footage here. It's the Bandicam footage here, and of course this one too. Get rid of it all, here on the left. Nope, we don't want it. So that empties it out, and we have a nice, fresh template, basically. I made this template beforehand, and I'll show you a little bit about how this template was made, since I'm sure you're interested. Here's the intro. So the intro is actually quite easy. I have this song that, of course, was made by 8-Bit Brigadier. He custom made it just for this Let's Play. And this footage here, if we... can we zoom in? We can zoom in. There we go. This is from the official E3 trailer for Skyward Sword. You can see the text here. Hold on, let me get a little closer. You can see it here. It says Legend of Zelda Skyward Sword official E3 trailer. I got that all downloaded. And then it fades into Bandicam footage, which I recorded myself. This is just actually from the, like if you leave the game like running while you just like wait for it to start up, you'll have this like, it's an automatic montage. I didn't do this one myself. With the exception, I did, right here, I did a little bit of cutting, because she falls in, but I needed more clouds. So I actually got more clouds from the E3 trailer. You don't notice the dissolve here until I show you, but that fade is into two different types of clouds. So it's very subtle change. And then of course I fade it out, and I have the logo increase in size, which you can see right here. There's so I have it. See, if you see the scale option, that basically says how big it's going to be. So over time it gets bigger and bigger and bigger. Basic film dissolve to get bigger, and it keeps getting bigger while it dissolves out. And that makes the intro. Of course, it goes to black there, but inside the actual episode, it's going to be going to things. So now we need our footage. I pre-cut it for us. Basically, I would import the footage. Oh, did I not pre-cut it? Oh, hold on. I know what I did. Hold on. There we go. I pre-cut the footage. It's right here. Let's just get rid of this. Boop. So here we have the footage. And it is synced, but let me show you kind of how I do the syncing process, because as I showed you, I do two different recordings. So how I do that, let's just make a new sequence here, new sequence, and let's call it test. There we go. So we need to bring in our footage that we recorded with XSplit. So here it is. Keep the settings, I don't care. So here we go. Here's our footage. And now I want to get rid of the audio for this. We don't care about the audio for this. Bring in our Bandicam footage. Get rid of that audio, and instead bring in the two different Bandicam audios that the file created. So these two different files are the game audio and my recording audio. So if I mute this, we can just basically have a Let's Play with only my voice. Hello everybody, this is me, MC. But that's silly. I could also do a Let's Play where it's only only game audio. But of course that's no good. So what we need to do is basically sync this up. And I use that using the Bandicam footage. So basically how I sync this up, let me mute the audio so it's not so jarring in our ears. It's basically I look for a point where, as you can see, I have the footage here that it's twice on here. I basically just move it out of the way a little bit. And basically I look for a good point where it should be synced up. And the good point to have it synced up here is when this button fades. If you notice the button, let's go a little closer. You can see the button right here. You see this button? It's going to fade out. So if I go forward a few. Yeah, so bam. Right when Link's shield is out. That's a good point to do it with. So then basically I just want to move that footage, move the XSplit footage until it matches that. Alright, so that's pretty close, but then I basically just need to move it frame by frame to find the first frame where the shield is out. Because Link has lots of frames. Okay, so there's one more, it looks like. Oh, maybe one more? Perfect. So these should now be exactly synced up, and I should be able to use the audio that I recorded using Bandicam. Yep. See? Perfectly synchronized. So then I don't need this Bandicam footage. I have the high-quality XSplit footage. So I have XSplit footage and Bandicam audio. That's basically how I do that. And then I do it like this. Do I have this done yet? Okay, yeah, I do. So basically the next step is to fix the audio levels. Because if I'm talking over the game audio at the levels I record at, me, MC Gamer, now tune back on into the... That's an ugly mess. So we're going to turn this down to a good negative 21 decibels. And that usually sounds pretty good. Everybody, this is me, MC Gamer, now tune back on into The Legend of Zelda Skyward Sword on the last episode. So that's all we got to do. So basically I'm going to take this footage that I already pre-cut and everything. I pre-synchronized it. I'm going to take it, and I am going to cut it, boop, and bring it into the episode file here. And we are going to edit, paste it. Oh, I have not been on the right screen. My apologies. We cut it, and now we're going to paste it. And there we go. So now all we have to do is move it into place, because I have to wait until I do the hello, everybody. This is me, MC Gamer. Of course, this is different footage, but it's the same deal. So get until there's the hello, everybody. Hello, everybody. So now I just need to move that so I start doing the hello, everybody in the middle of the song. Like right around there is good. So now I just use the waveforms to basically line that up. And then make sure it's fading good. I can fade the audio on this really quickly. Very simple. There we go. Audio faded. Hello, everybody. This is me, MC Gamer, now tuned back on into The Legend of Zelda Skyward Sword Online. And then basically the content does the rest for me. I really don't need to touch anything. I basically look for any big gaps inside my commentary. There looks to be some here. What's going on here is my question. Okay, this is just when I'm climbing up here and it's big important things. Okay. But if I just look for basic gaps in my commentary, that's good things to watch out for. Maybe I stopped recording for a bit, but usually it's good. And this is all good, so the episode's fine. I don't remember there being any hiccups during recording. One thing you gotta do is make sure you don't have any extra files hanging around at this point. Make sure you don't have any extra fairy fountain music playing, which I apparently have had a lot of recently. So now I just gotta go to the end and find where I start doing the outro. So we should now be able to open this door, which we will do right on the next episode of The Legend of Zelda Skyward Sword. Thank you. Okay, and that's pretty much where the intro starts. So I take my outro that I already have inside the file. I can just put it in if I wanted to at another point. And right when it starts, I need to select my footage and begin the position, because I have a special outro that goes like this. And basically I find the last frame of movement, which is that one, and I slide over the footage to exactly half, just like that, and voila, so now it goes like this. Episode of The Legend of Zelda Skyward Sword. Thank you all for watching. If you want to, go on over to my Patreon page. For a little bit of support every month, you get rewards like posters, postcards, shout-outs, whatever you want, like wowie, wow, 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 wow. It's going to be a fantastic time, so go on over and do that. Thank you all for watching this episode of Skyward Sword. I will see you guys next time. Bye-bye. Slash. Alright, and that's where I'm going to cut it. So, and then basically I just end the footage. Nothing simple, or nothing difficult, just slash, cut. Slash. And there we go. That's the end of the episode. And ta-da, it's edited. It's pretty much that easy. So now what we got to do is we got to go ahead and open up our friend Adobe Media Encoder. So come to me, my friend. Come to me. Here we are. And bloop. Oh, it opened up on the wrong screen. Here it is. Take a look. So I'm going to take the episode. Make sure I save this. Save it. Take the episode and drag it on into Adobe Media Encoder. I have a preset that's just the basic Adobe YouTube HD. It works very well. And then I go into my render folder, and I call it Skyward Sword Episode 10. Alright, and it's rendering. Cool, right? That's all we gotta do. I'm gonna pause it for the sake of not lagging the recording. But now we need to make a thumbnail while that happens. So basically I need to open up my thumbnail folder. Ultra hardcore thumbnails? No, that's not what we want. We want Skyward Sword template. There we go. Ta-da! So here's last episode's. And really making these thumbnails is pretty easy once you have a template done. I put in the number, episode 10. Get rid of that. And next I need to find a picture of where I was, which was in the game, right at the entrance to the next temple. So let me just do a search on Google. It's off screen. Elden Volcano Dungeon. Let's see. What is the name of the dungeon? I don't even know what it's called. Fire Sanctuary, right? Fire Sanctuary. Fire Sanctuary. Yeah, okay. That's correct. And no, wait, this isn't Fire Sanctuary. That's a later dungeon. I don't know where I'm going. Let me just find another one of Elden Volcano. Or actually, why don't we find one with the Magma? We talked to a lot of Magmas this episode. So here we go. I found a good one. It's actually a one that's from earlier that we've already talked to these guys, but it doesn't really matter much as long as it gives the general idea. So I'm gonna quickly find that file. Here we go. Magmas. It looks like a really low quality image. That's because it is. I'm gonna make it a little bit bigger. Put it so this magma guy is actually gonna like appear under the 10. Yeah, just like that. And now add a little bit of not that. I clicked the wrong button. A little bit of brightness and contrast. A little bit of contrast. There we go. And next, I do something very weird for my Skyward Sword episodes. I add a cutout filter. It's just an artistic cutout filter. And it looks like this. Looks a little ugly. Looks a little nice. But it makes the thumbnails colorful and different. So that's all we got to do. File, save it, and we're done. That's pretty much it. So let me just bring this down here. I save mine as PNGs. And I'll save it as 10. And there we go. That's pretty much it. At this point, all I have to do is upload it to YouTube. You can see all the details on how I upload to YouTube just by going and looking at the video and what I choose to do for that. But then I just gotta wait for this to finish rendering, and we're good to go. So again, thanks to my Patreon patrons for letting this video be made. I'll be doing another behind-the-scenes video next month, trusting we're doing good. So, excellent. Excellent, excellent, excellent. Much love, guys. See you next time.